If you spend most of your day somewhere between exhausted, overwhelmed, and overstimulated, congratulations, you are one of us. You're suffering from the very made up but very serious condition of exhausterwhelmulated. Exhausterwhelmulated is what happens when three things collide. You're physically exhausted, you're mentally overwhelmed, and your nervous system is screaming because it has approximately 17 billion tabs open all at the same time. If you're a computer, you'd be making that loud fan sound right about now. Exhausterwhelmulated is death by 1,000 tiny notifications, death by 1,000 tiny daily decisions, and maybe even a full-blown identity crisis at the dinner table. And modern life is contributing to all of this because it asks us to be constantly on. We wake up and instantly we check our phone, we check the emails, we check weather, we check Instagram, we check the news. Someone's having twins, someone's getting divorced, someone just made sourdough bread before 7 a.m. We check the news again, and now the world is ending. Your package, it's arriving sometime between 8 a.m. and 9 p.m. Your nervous system hasn't even had a chance to realize that you're awake yet, and it's already doing unpaid overtime. And eventually your nervous system just quits.
Fuck you, you're cool, and fuck you, I'm out.
No notice period, no exit interview, it simply runs out of gas. Because when you're exhausterwhelmulated, you get stuck in survival mode. Your survival brain takes over, and it tells the logical part of your brain, hey, don't worry, I've got this. Which is exactly what I tell myself when I assemble IKEA furniture, and it never, ever, ever goes well. And once you're stuck in this survival pattern, everything starts to unravel. Someone walking slowly through the supermarket feels like a personal attack. Your partner asking you, hey, what's for dinner tonight? Suddenly feels like the hardest question you've ever had to answer in your entire life. Or someone says, can we talk? And your soul just leaves your body in that very moment. The problem is that in these moments, the world tells us we should push harder, we should smile, put on a brave face, power through, hustle harder, keep grinding, as if the answer is to overload our nervous system even more. But the problem isn't in how much we're actually doing, it's how little recovery our nervous system gets between all the doing. Because stress isn't the villain. Staying switched on all the time is. Your nervous system was designed to move between activation and recovery, like breathing in and breathing out. Instead, most of us spend our entire week just breathing in, bracing, and wonder why by Friday it feels like we've been emotionally hit by a bus. Now, here's the frustrating part in it all. When we're exhausterwhelmulated, our instinct is to find another optimization hack. A morning routine might solve my problem. A cold plunge, 5 supplements, a productivity podcast, a gratitude journal, a planner, or a planner for my planner. Meanwhile, while you're doing this, your nervous system is sitting there screaming that it literally cannot cope with one more thing. So sometimes regulation isn't about adding something. Sometimes it's about subtracting. One less notification, one less commitment, one less expectation, one less thing your brain has to carry, because it turns out your nervous system quite likes being underwhelmed every now and then. And one of the biggest lies we believe is that we actually have to earn this rest, earn recovery, earn slowing down. We say, once I finish that task, or once I answer that email, or once I get through this week. But there's always one more task, always one more email, always a new week. So the goal isn't to try and be calm all the time. That's impossible. The goal is to give your nervous system enough moments to realize, oh, it's actually safe to slow down. So here's one thing to try, just one. Tonight, put your phone in another room for 5 minutes, not on silent, not face down, not beside you, in another room. And then notice what happens. Notice if your body feels restless. If you keep thinking about going to check your phone, or if your mind starts telling you that you've forgotten something or you have to reply to somebody. That's exhausterwhelmulated speaking. That's your nervous system showing you just how accustomed it's become to constant stimulation, constant demand, constant doing. And for that 5 minutes, just focus on your body and your breath. Will it be boring? Absolutely. Will it be uncomfortable? Guaranteed. But those 5 minutes A 5 minutes your nervous system receives a signal. It doesn't have to be on all the time. And that might be the most important signal it's gotten in a long time. So remember, you're not broken and you're not failing at life. Maybe you've just been asking a nervous system that's running on 2% battery to keep acting like it's fully charged. You don't have to become tougher or stronger or more productive. You don't have to do more of anything. You just need enough recovery for your nervous system to finally stop bracing for impact. Because every single moment it gets to unclench is one less moment it has to spend surviving. One less moment you have to feel exhausterwhelmulated.